What's up, guys? We're back from the holidays and traveling and doing all the stuff that we had to do. And we are back in the shop. The old Bahama Mama's still on the lift. You can see we got some sliders welded in. I got to finish welding them, but got a couple more day work on the FJ, and then Eric's gonna take it. So he'd come up the other day, and we got the sliders cut and they're tacked in. I just got to finish welding them. Got a little more work to do on it, and then it's heading out of here, and that will allow Termite to be able to come in and start on the swap. We got our Dakota Digital dash in the other day. It was supposed to be like 10 weeks is what they originally told us. It wasn't 10 weeks, but a couple weeks we got it in. So we're kind of in a point right now in limbo where we're kind of trying to get the FJ done, just kind of piddling. And over the holidays, we picked up this guy. Little CRF100F, little Honda. Got this from my nephew. He's had it for a few years. It's an 08 model. It has seen some better days. But it's a good running little bike, or it runs good. It will run better once we get done with it. But this is going to be kind of the learning bike for Lucy, for Judah, and for Andrea. Andrea has recently revealed some kind of interest in riding motorcycles. She's always rode on the back with me, on Harleys and stuff like that, but she's never ridden one herself. And so I know a lot of guys whose wives ride like the TW2, was like a 225, 250, something like that, the Yamahas. And so she's kind of like, I would like that, but she's never ridden anything with a clutch or anything like that. So I was like, you know what? It's small, but it would help. She could learn on it too. She could even learn how to ride clutch and throttle and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a little learning bike for all three of them. So it's kickstart only, which is another lesson that will be learned. So this bike's going to teach everybody a lot of stuff. It's going to teach them how to kick, clutch, all that kind of good stuff. So what it needs, just to kind of run you through, besides just a good cleaning and showing some love, the chain's pretty rough. We're going to get it cleaned and oiled. Shift lever is bent. You can see it's almost touching the case. Kickstand is gone. Handlebars, you can't really tell here, but they are bent. This side is bent back. So we've got to straighten the handlebars out. Needs an oil change. But the worst, the old carburetor's in bad shape. It's absolutely full. It will not even think about running without the choke on. And also, and it idles real high. I don't know if the slide is sticking inside or what's going on. I don't know. I have to get in there and see. But that's probably the worst thing about it, is the carburetor is just in really, really bad shape. But it will crank and run. I've rode around the yard. It's hard to shift because the shift lever is bent. So we've got a few things to do, just kind of showing it some love. So pick this thing up for a good deal. I feel like a fair deal on it. And I got on eBay, I got a kickstand off of eBay there, and also a carb kit. So we're gonna put that in there. Normally I will just just clean the carbs up and blow the jets out and kind of clean up. But that one is just pouring gas. It is just gas constantly pouring out of every orifice. So I know all the O-rings are probably dried up and all that kind of stuff. So I just figured, hey, the kit was $10 on eBay. So we're gonna put a kit in it. And the front brakes are not brakes. I'm assuming because they are drums that it just needs adjusting. So got good back brakes though. So we'll adjust some on the front and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't know, kind of a different video. I know it's not super exciting, but this is what we're doing. And since nobody ever seems to want to watch any FJ content, so we're going to do some Honda CRF100 content, at least for this week. And of course, you guys know whenever Andrea gets on this thing to learn how to ride, we will have a video of that. But I think she's going to do pretty good because she knows how to drive a standard car. And so I think she'll have a little learning curve, but I do think she'll get it pretty quickly. Today's Andrea's birthday, so we're just kind of getting in from a little lunch, piddling around Hattiesburg type day is what she wanted to do. So I'm just going to get it cleaned up today. I'm going to throw the kickstand on it, roll it outside, hit it with some degreaser, and get it cleaned up. And then throughout the course of this week, we're going to rebuild the carb and stuff like that. Get all the motor, all that residue cleaned off of it. Just start tightening down on it. Well, here's Andrea on her birthday.
Happy birthday.
And she's going to get to help me straighten handlebars real quick.
It's my birthday.
It's not going to take long. Come back here to the back wheel. And we've got a valve here. And we've got a valve here. So, I don't know what's going on here. Why there's two valves, but then I also noticed we're missing two spokes. So, Aiden, what'd you do to this thing, man? But I got to, it took air. I put air in this one, and it took it. So, I pumped up about 23 pounds in the back wheel. So we're gonna have to eventually pull the wheel off, find out why there's two valves. I don't know what's happening there. Why that is like that. All right, got the cover off. All right. So, question's gonna be, how dirty do you think the filter's gonna be? I thought they just fled this. I believe there's supposed to be a foam cover on that. Ooh, she nasty.
Good night. Feel powerful?
Stop. Let's get that tooth out of your head. I don't trust you with that because you're actually going to hit me.
Says the person who just hits him.
Take it off with your fingers now.
Gotta take it off. Yeah.
Take it off with your fingers. Don't drop it.
Don't lose that nut. What is that, Judah?
Carburetor.
It's carburetor. So air comes through this box into here. All right. Fuel comes in right here on this line, and it's gonna blow, and fuel stores down in here. This is a bowl. You ever heard that word before?
Bowl.
It's a carburetor bowl down here. So fuel comes in, fills this bowl up, and whenever you twist the throttle cable here, it sucks the fuel out of here, through the intake, and puts it in here to the, anybody know what this is?
No.
Well, no, this little thing.
No.
Spark plug. That makes a spark. And what happens when fuel and spark get together?
Explosion.
Explosion. That's what makes a motor run. Actually, not too bad.
Oh, that's actually pretty clean.
Surprisingly clean.
Cleaner than my aunt.
Surprisingly clean in there. But it's not running unless it's on choke, which means more than likely
It's dirty.
this air intake valve is clogged. These are your jets.
Stop touching it.
I'm the instructor out here. Okay. There's that. It's like sucking fuel through a straw. So if you ever suck fuel through a straw and you put your tongue in front of the straw hole, can you
No, you can't.
it stops. So that's kind of what that air is. That air allows the fuel to get sucked up and squirt into the motor to create ignition. Now, if the way that you know your air jet is stopped up is the fact that you have to run with it on choke all the time, because when you cover that back hole, it substitutes and then creates a suction inside of there because the choke is closed. So if it won't run but on choke, that lets you know it's not able to suck air and get it up there by itself. So that's symptom number one, that you got some dirty jets inside the carburetor that need to be cleaned up. Now, watch your eyes. Do not get this junk in your eyes because it hurts some kind of bad. And we're just gonna kind of.
So you've gotten it in your eyes before?
More times than I care to mention.
It's like Mabel with the
Still no hole. Like it's that clogged up. So.
You mean it? Yeah, wait, look at that. I'll do it. How about now, as we all know, as Hey Mom, is it dubious or dubious?
Sorry. Stop.
Just kind of snug it and then move to the other ones. Get all of them snug and then we'll come back and put a final tighten. Is it going? Can you see the bike and everything? Good?
Yes.
All right. So we've got gas to the carb. We don't have a filter on or anything. We're just going to crank and see if it will crank and run without choke. Choke is on.
Do I need to move that the cup?
So we want it to fire and then be able to turn the choke off and it still runs. Okay, so we have got a very high idle, but it's running better than it was.
Hurrah!
So,
Hurrah!
all right, so we'll crank it back up and we'll idle her down. Turn your idle through. Then idle down. Now if I tighten it back in, just rev it up.
So where do we want it to be?
I'd say about right there. That sounds good though. Choke is off. It's not running on choke. Idle down.
Is that bottom?
Not today. Now we gotta change the oil.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can stop it. clutch release, but you just need to give it a little more gas. You know, if you do first gear, you can just let off the clutch and it just goes.
That's how it works in a car too. You gotta like hit it. She doing good?
She took off in second the first time, but she gives it gas, and then when she goes to let off the clutch, though, she stops giving it gas.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to learn the rhythm.
Yeah. I've never done it, so I don't know the rhythm.
Stay on the clutch. Stay on the clutch. Dang it. You don't want to make a loop?
Yeah. I was clutching.
It's got a pretty stiff little clutch on it, but
My little weak hands can't do it.
you want to ride it?
Try it.
You'd have to you got to teach me.
All right, hop off.
It took
Oh,
me.
good. Okay. I understand how I've never ridden anything that twists.
Well, you'll start out in first gear,
Okay.
unless you want to start out in second. I think you should start out in second. It's just like a car, just feathering, clutch. If you start out in first is down, all the other ones are up, just like the four-wheeler. But if you start out in second, you're only up, unless you're downshift.
I know it was confusing.
I'm gonna say start out in second because
Yeah,
first gear is like,
Yeah,
like
okay.
it's over.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
we'll start out in second.
Alright.
Okay, so.
just front brake.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so I'll be going up into second,
You'll be in
I'll
second.
be in second.
Taking off.
and then I'll go into third and fourth.
Yeah. And then
I'm not going.
if you want fifth,
I'm
it's there
not
too.
gonna, not gonna do.
I remember
Got
fourth.
no
But
need
just
for any
remember
of
when
those.
you're stopping, clutch just like a car.
God, that is hard to pull.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
ask how I do it.
So
okay, what am I in right now?
neutral.
Okay,
Should
So
be.
pull
Does it
this.
roll? Does it roll?
yeah.
I think I need to put a plug in it.
Okay.
Clutch in. Up. Give it a little bit of gas. Feather off. It's fine.
That's tricky.
There it goes. Look at it. She's a natural. What is she doing? I can't, buddy. I'm watching your mom. Make sure she don't die.
I don't know. She's pretty careful.
When she comes back, you'll do not stand in front of her. I think she's fine, but don't stand in front of her.
Yeah, that's. Come here. Get out of the way.
So I'm in second right now.
Yep.
No, I think I'm in third. Yeah. So that's neutral.
seconds. You got to give it a little gas
Okay.
to get it rolling.
That's a tricky combination.
Well, first gear just takes off. You don't have to do anything hard at first.
Okay.
But
He'll get out of the way. Without it going dead?
yeah. Move, Kowalski, you idiot. Stay on the clutch. Good job.
Ooh, that shifts easy.
You won't tell it shifts. It shifts real smooth.
Okay.
Are you in first? All right, it's going to take off almost pretty much by itself, but give it a little gas. Shift it.
I'm gonna go in second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. First gear is way too tall. Where are you going now? Right there.
That second?
I guess. I don't know. You ever kicking it like crazy? Try it and see. You should be in second, yes. There you go. I think you were in third.
I might have been in third. Out. I think I got it now.
You don't have to clutch it that hard to shift. Granny shifting that son of a gun. She's looking pretty good, getting confident.
I can't tell if I'm in second or
Just go all the way down and then barely shift up. Barely shift up. See it, just feel it out and see if that's neutral.
I figured it out.
She's a champ. Watch out. Like you sucked up a little pine straw there, bud. All right, Lou, so you got to ride. You did good on the clutch. You did good on everything. What do you think?
Good.
Think you want to keep it?
Yeah.
Duh. So what is your thoughts on two wheels?
I'd say it's definitely, I guess you could get more places because you're not as like fat like with a four-wheeler or something.
Yeah.
So you could like go between trees that are a little bit too tiny for like a four-wheeler.
Yeah. But it's fun, ain't it? So you think you're gonna be riding in the future?
Yes.
Good deal. All right, y'all. Well, that's gonna wrap up the video of little CRF getting running. It's gonna be our first video of the year. Great way to kick the year off. I think we still need to do a little tuning on it. Probably need the plug in it and stuff like that. It's still a little hard to start sometimes, but not bad. So we'll just keep tinkering with it. We'll have it going. We got an air filter on the way, and once we get the air filter in, we can put the other side cover on. But it wasn't dusty out here. Nothing is real wet, so I didn't think they'd hurt nothing riding like it is. So, but all right, guys. See y'all next week.